In this video, I'm going to show you a breakthrough trigger point release routine that you can do for your shoulders that is going to make them feel better than they've ever felt before. If you want to increase shoulder mobility, if you want to reduce aches and pains, if you want to perform better, then this is for you. This is a follow-along routine. All you need is a little trigger point release ball, and let's get going.
We are the gym that teaches people how to move instead of just exercise, because we believe that health is about performance, not just body image.
So for this workout, we're going to actually do a follow-along routine where I'm going to show you a full trigger point release strategy for your shoulders. This has done absolute wonders for me. And we're going to start standing up just because everything else that I do is going to be on the floor. So I'll start from standing and then we'll go down. So the first one we're going to do, we're going to get up into the top of the shoulders here. And there's a couple of different ways to do this. A good way is with a corner. You have your trigger point ball here, and we're going to basically, if I put the ball here, but I have to do it on this side, of course, and then I'm just going to apply pressure this way. And you find the spots where it feels tight for you, and you just hold it. Oh, that's a really good spot for me there. And how long do you hold it for? Honestly, how long is a piece of string? The more you do it, the less work you'll need. When you start, you can often get a lot of value from holding one trigger point for 15 to 30 seconds. But as you get better at it, you don't need to hold it for so long. You're really just checking in to see what, how your body's feeling. So now if I do the other side. Hey, in case we haven't met, my name's Rad Burmeister. I'm one of the founders of Unity Gym. I'm one of the co-creators of the UMS, the Unified Movement System, where we turn driven people into athletes with meaningful daily workouts that balance strength, flexibility, and fitness all into the one 60-minute workout. If you want to know how we do that, you can grab one of our free blueprints by clicking the link in this video. We've got the strength blueprint, the flexibility blueprint, the nutrition blueprint, and more. These are going to give you our top breakthroughs that we've had in our training that led us to where we are. Completely free, just click the link and grab it. And if you want to grab one of our programs, if you're ready to just dive straight in and you want to get strong or flexible or fit, you can grab one of our standalone programs like our super popular 18-minute flexibility routine or our handstand masterclass or our flexibility masterclass. We've got so many. Again, you can click the link in the program there. And if you're ready to go straight in and start doing online coaching with us, where you can work with me, with my brother Yanni, with Richard every day in our private coaching group, you get customized workouts that are done in 1 hour. Follow along with me, then click the link. You can get a 30-day free trial of our UMS online coaching program. Even though I know that you can't really see what I'm doing, all I'm doing is just putting the ball here and applying pressure that way, and you'll feel it. You just move around in the general area until you find a spot where you're like, oh wow, that feels really tight. I need that there. And that's what we're going for. Now we're going to get down on the ground here, and we're going to get into the pecs. So we've got the pec minor and the pec major, but in all honesty, there's trigger points that I've been shown by my physio that aren't, and when I asked him, I said, what muscle are you doing here? And he says, oh, it's not really about the muscle, it's just about finding an area that's really tight and then working in that. So somewhere where you feel like you need work. So anywhere around this area here. And all we do, we just lay down on the ground, put the ball under here, and then apply weight and just move around slowly until you find a spot where it feels tender. And you'll learn the way that you can, because you don't want the muscle to be like, you don't want the ball to just be popping over the muscle like this. You want to find a way, if this is a muscle, then you don't want the ball just rolling over it. You want to find a way that the ball goes on top of the muscle and applies pressure down to it, not just rolls over to the side. And that takes a little bit of time to learn how to make that happen. But I've been doing this for long enough that I can make it happen very easily. Sometimes you need to come up and reset yourself and go again, but you just move around until you find a really good spot. And because I do this enough, I don't actually have any areas that are really that tight. There's a good spot right there. So I've found a spot that's tighter than everywhere else, and I'm just going to sit there, hold it for a little while. for the sake of the video, so we're working through it, I won't do too long, but let's go to the other side. Honestly, in the amount of time that I'm doing this in this video, if you did this daily, your shoulders within a matter of weeks are going to feel like $1 million. You will not believe how much of a breakthrough you're going to have in your shoulders if you do this stuff. Okay? So I'm just working around, trying to find these spots. All right, not too bad. Okay, now we're going to move on to the lats. And the lats are one of the muscles that contribute to more shoulder problems than most. So by releasing the lats, they have such a massive role in what goes on in the shoulder. By releasing the lats, you can really get an amazing response from it. You can get a real breakthrough with your shoulder health. Okay, so all I'm doing here is I'm just finding spots on my lats, and that can be anywhere from under your arm here all the way down the side of your body. So you can bring the ball right down to here on your back, because the lat goes right down your back, and that's a good spot for me right there. And what I mean by a good spot is it's quite uncomfortable. It almost takes your breath away. Like it's pretty hard to talk when you get especially if you're not used to it, when you get a good trigger point, it kind of makes you, you really, it stops you in your tracks, okay? So I'm just moving up now, so I'm moving from the bottom up to the top, and I keep coming up and down like this because I keep rolling off my lat, and I'm just trying to reposition myself so that I get the sweet spot. All right, there it is. Okay, now we're going to change sides. Come around, let's fix up my microphone. Okay, so we go on the other side. I'll start down the bottom, so I'm going to go quite low on my lat. Okay. And I'm really just letting my body weight, that's a good spot. Ooh. I'm really just letting my body weight push down on it. Once I find the good spot, I just hold it. I'm not doing anything right now. I'm just allowing my body weight to push into that trigger point. And you've got to give it this time. And now I've already had a release. It's not hurting so much. So now I move on to the next spot. Oh, there we go. This side's a bit tighter. Okay, there's a good one. So I move around, I manipulate my body until I find the way where I can just let my weight press down on it. Massive, massive release. Okay, and then I move up a little bit. All I've done there, I just grabbed the ball and moved it 2 inches up, just so that I didn't need to move my body. Ooh, and these are all really good trigger points for me here. Okay, and there's a release already, so then I move on to the next spot. See, it can be in as little as 10 seconds. Like, I'm not holding for much longer than, 8 to 10 seconds here, I don't think, on each position. Okay, and now the next one, once we've done the lats, you can spend more time on the lats. We get up into the rotator cuff. So we get right around the back of the shoulder here. So around here, like almost in the joint of the shoulder, between there and the shoulder blade. And again, you just play around until you find a spot. Oh, I found it straight away. Because I know where the rotator cuff is, where the external rotators are, I can get in there really quickly. Okay? Woo! But it does take a little bit of practice to figure out the sweet spot. And again, you see how I'm just doing these really small movements to really pinpoint the trigger point, the spot where it's really getting into me here. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to change sides. Okay. All right. I'm just finding, there it is. There's a good trigger point. So I'm just looking for that release, always trying to find that spot. Okay, and then the last ones that we do, these ones are harder for me to show you exactly where I'm doing it because I'm going down my back here, but I'm basically going, you know, just between my spine and my shoulder blade and up and down here, okay? Anywhere up and down there, okay? So I'm going to put the ball down and I'm just gonna lay down here. Oh, and straight away I can feel it. Now, there's a couple of ways to do this. There's the easy way, which is what I'm doing now. And for most of you, you're going to be doing it this way for quite a while, okay? And what I mean by that is I've got my bum on the ground, my legs are on the ground, my head's on the ground, and I'm just letting whatever weight I can go in there, and I'm just moving around until I find the sore spots, okay? And then the much more aggressive way, which you'll work up to, will take you several weeks or months, but it's where you lift your entire body off the ground except your feet, and the part of the body that's pressing into the ball. Woo! And when you do those ones, I've just moved over to the other side of my back now, so all I did was move the ball to the other side of my spine. And when you do those ones, you can really get in there, okay? And again, it's just about moving around, finding the different spots that you feel it. And honestly, if you really want to increase your shoulder health, you know, you want to spend at least for a few weeks or even a couple of months, do what I just did there for that long every day. The more time you can give it, you know, I've got some days I'll spend even a bit longer than that working through my shoulders, and then some days I won't do it for a couple of days. But this is going to have a massive, massive effect on your body. Now, if you're willing to go all in and you want to invest in something that is going to rock your world, check out one of these Theraguns. We saw these on the market for a long, long time, thinking that it was just a gimmick, until enough people told us about it. And this thing is absolutely amazing. When you turn it on, it massages your body like this, so you can push into points. So I can get into these trigger points. You can hear what it does. My voice is probably not very good for the microphone. I'm sure you guys are hearing some serious vibration there. But if you imagine, if I'm pushing into my chest here, I can get into my shoulders here like this. I can get into my lats, but around your back, obviously, it's really good to have a friend or a partner do this for you. But the beauty of this, honestly, by doing this, I'll turn it to the low setting so it's not as loud. And if somebody literally just rests it on you and applies a small amount of pressure and moves, the massage, the relief that you get from that is unbelievable. And if you get somebody on your back to work, see, I can do these ones down my neck here like this quite easily. Okay, and up on my shoulders. I can do most of what I've shown you. They are unbelievable. There's a link in the description of this video where you can get them. And something that's a little more cost effective, but also very good in its own right. It's one of these. What are these things called? Theragun. So what you do here, you can push down. These are about 20 bucks or 30 bucks, whatever they are. And you can push down here, okay? I can get into my rotator cuff here, so by putting it there and pulling it forward, I can get into there, okay? I can get into my back here by laying down and then applying pressure this way, like that. That's phenomenal. What that does, and I can move through all these different trigger points. Oh, that's a good one. For me, honestly, when I find a good one, I just want to sit here for 20 seconds and release it. But that, what I'm getting from that, I can't really get from the ball, because it's the way that you can apply pressure. It's different, you know, and you can put pressure into your pecs like this. These are amazing. For the cost, for the price that you spend on these are such a good tool. So get into those. This routine is going to change your life, honestly. If you do this daily, it'll seriously make your shoulders feel like $1 million. Now, this is the 4th episode of 5 breakthrough techniques, breakthrough concepts for your shoulder health. Make sure you check out all the other episodes, episode 1, 2, 3, and 5. and let's improve your shoulder health like you've never had before. Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, consider subscribing to our channel and make sure you click the notification bell so you know when our weekly videos are uploaded. Now, the best thing for you to do if you want to stay connected with us and get free online coaching is to join our private Facebook group. It's called the UMS Movement Mastermind, and we go live daily where we answer our members' questions. It's very interactive because you can post questions while we're live and we interact with you on the show. You can also upload videos or pictures of yourself with any movements, any stretches, strength training movements, calisthenics, weightlifting, anything that you're struggling with, and we'll critique you, give you feedback, let you know how you can get better. It's a really valuable resource. It allows a lot of communication with us and also our senior tribe members. You'll get answers very, very quickly, and it's absolutely free. So jump on Facebook, search for UMS Movement Mastermind and join now. Until next time, have a great day.